You know, there are just some things that should not be discussed at school. I mean, let's put this in perspective of how our parents would react if we told them this discussion took place. Let's put it on the screen here. Let's put this on the screen.
I pride myself on being a teacher who's very open about her life. And one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. I have
Full stop. Why? No need for that. You pride yourself as a teacher that's open about your sexuality, something that should not be happening whatsoever. And I mean that not in a bigoted way. I mean 100%. There's no reason. There's no excuse. Imagine you as a child, as a kid, as a teenager. You go to school. This teacher talks to you about what it's like being gay or straight or whatever. Okay, and you go tell your parents that you had this discussion about how to suck cock with your teacher, and what's gonna happen? Your parents are rightly gonna go to the school and demand some immediate action, right? Right. I mean, we're talking about kids and teenagers being talked to by complete strangers, by teachers, someone with authority, someone over them, about something that's going to get really inappropriate. I mean, there's already a bad situation with teachers perping on kids. Okay? There's already a bunch of teachers that have been fired because they were caught for perping on kids, right? Especially women. Men do it, and the female teachers do it too. But there's plenty more that we don't know about. So now you're going to make it to where, if they say they're trans or whatever, they can have these conversations. They eagerly want to have these sort of conversations, these sexualized, very open conversations with kids. And it's like, no, no, you don't. No, you won't. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How about you stick to teaching math? How about you stick to teaching history? How about you stick to anything else but how to suck a cock? Is there a subject? Is there a class on how to scissor? Is there a scissoring class? Is there a fisting class? Why are we having discussions about dating at all? I am a straight white man. Actually, no, I identify as a woman now, right? As a trans woman. But I've never had any discussion at school about sexual things other than sexual ed. And that what that was the coach. The coach pulls out that TV on the TV stand, and it's a video on a bunch of STDs. The moral of the story is, don't have sex. If you do, wear a condom. All right, it's over. That's it. And the coach was very awkward during that lesson too, because he probably, it should be awkward if you're comfortable talking about this sort of stuff with kids, with random kids. It might be on a list, or you probably should be on the list. Honestly, I mean, this is insane, and there's a lot of people. A growing number of people that are okay with this just because it's a trans thing. Why? So let me ask the people this who are all for trans people talking this way to kids. Would you be okay if someone like me was hey kids, guess what? We're going to learn about sex today. This is how you do a good fucking. This missionary position is doggy. Is that going to be good? You like that? No. I'd be chased out of that school. I'd be put on the list, man. I'd be arrested. But these people can do that, and it's A-okay. It's A-okay, man. It's so stupid. It's so absurd. And someone say, oh, but it's not that as explicit. Not as explicit. I mean, are you listening to all these conversations? Do you understand how explicit they are? Do you really know? The subject matter itself is explicit. Maybe they would imply it a little. Maybe they'd be a little more tongue-in-cheek about it, or maybe not. What you're doing is you're allowing someone in the position of power and authority to be able to have that discussion full reign without any control with someone that's much younger, someone they can manipulate. That is very dangerous. If you're okay with that, you're a sociopath, man. If you're okay with that, there's something wrong with you. 100%. But you guys are smart. But I'm just saying, man, it's just crazy out there. We didn't even get through all this.
I have a trans flag, a bi flag, a non-binary flag, all on.
How about just have the state flag and the American flag? How about that? I mean, why? I mean, what? Why do they all need flags? Honestly, like, do you really want to give yourself, like, a piece of flannel? A piece of flannel is that what I'm looking for? A special sash, a special badge, a badge. Are you really wanting to badge yourself, to identify yourself that way? Why? Like, look at me, I'm special. I have my own flag. Do I get my own flag too? I don't want it. That's ridiculous. It's all this thing, this concern about identity. It's so dumb. You know, it's like, this was never an issue in the 90s. This was never a thing in the 80s. This was never a thing in the early 2000s. This just came out and it's like, oh, now we're all concerned about how we feel. I don't even feel like a man or a woman or a girl or a boy. How do I feel today? I feel like or whatever random gender there is. It's like, what are we talking about? Like, yeah, you may not like yourself. You might have an issue with an identity crisis, sure, at times, but because maybe you're not very happy with yourself, maybe you hate yourself, and whatever. But what? This is silly. This is silly. And anyway, let's go out here. Let's go on. Let's continue.
On my desk at my work. But there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being poly. And today that actually...
Oh, that's a little too far. Being open about poly is a bridge too far for you, huh? Kids, I could talk to you about fisting. I could talk to you about scissoring. I could talk to you about how to suck a dick. But I can't talk to you how to have multiple partners at one time. Just can't do it. Don't even ask me. I know it sounds like I'm baiting you, but I just can't do it. But I can masturbate. Okay. You think this teacher would not help a kid masturbate if it had was asking for a lesson? This is what I'm saying. This sort of teacher with this subject matter, imagine a scenario where a kid was like, I'm frustrated, I feel ashamed, I want to masturbate, but I feel I need help. Can you teach me? You're telling me she wouldn't be like, I can give you a hands-on lesson. Are you telling me she wouldn't do that? I mean, why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she? I mean, she's already comfortable with these discussions. I mean, I think she would. I 100% think she would.
It became something I had to worry about for the first time. See, the kids are interviewing us teachers as a part of learning how to write profiles on others. They'll soon be doing it with each other, but they're starting...
Why are they writing profiles on others? That's the lesson in school? How to write a profile for what, social media? How to write a profile on somebody? Stop it. What does it matter if your identity can change at any moment? What does it matter? Profiles mean nothing anymore because these people, they change their identity on a dime.
Starting with the teachers so they can all work together on one subject. And one of the kids on Tuesday is going to ask me if I have a partner.
Why are they asking you if you have a partner? They probably see you and probably think, hey, she looks kind of cute. He looks kind of cute. And don't get me wrong, okay? I might have sounded like a bigot so far. Right? Let me tell you something. This person, I guarantee you, can suck a good dick. This person, guarantee you, is 100% experience. Why? Because it's not a woman. It's a man. And a man knows a way around a dick, especially a gay dude. I'm assuming we're going to respect the pronoun here, she likes dudes. I'm assuming that. Or maybe girls too. Maybe it goes both ways. But what I'm saying is I'm pretty sure she knows a way around a dick. So the kid's going to ask, are you single? Do you have a partner? So we can hook up, as kids sometimes do when they hit on the teacher. And what you do then is you say no, or you turn it down and be like, that's inappropriate conversation. Not doing that. Okay. This is ridiculous. This is sick.
And the answer is yeah. And I have another one too. And I don't know how to.
Why be so open? Just say, teachers should have boundaries. Like boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, you can't separate that stuff, then like, what are you doing? Be like, no, man, I ain't talking about that. Like, don't worry about that. Nothing to concern you with. I mean, come on. You don't have to do that. You're their teacher, not their friend.
To handle that conversation, because while I know that the kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation.
They're in school. They don't. What do you mean polyamory is not in the conversation? Guys, what was your dating experience when you were in school? I mean, how many girlfriends did you have at any given time? I mean, were you really committed to one, or was it like you had one, and then there was another girl, and you kind of forgot? Wherever in that situation, I'm saying is they're in school. They're younger. The dating scene for them is just kind of playing around. It's not that serious. Not even close to serious. It's stupid stuff, honestly.
It's not something that is talked about. And I worry not only would this be something that might lead to rumors that I am cheating on my partner or that I am a swinger or something like that, but would also just totally derail the class.
So those are the rumors you don't like. Those rumors, okay.
So the obvious answer, the one that I went to first, is I'm not going to talk about it.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's what you should have done this whole time.
But that feels wrong too. I don't like lying to my students.
It's not lying. You don't need to talk about it. It's called being professional. Jesus Christ. A combination of No Child Left Behind and this crap is really going to fail kids. No Child Left Behind failed kids. Thank you, George Bush. If kids can't pass a test, can't pass the grade, guess what? They just get pushed on anyway. Go through the system, and that's why you get all these kids, all these adults that really, they'll graduate, but they still are just dumb as a box of rocks. Can't do anything really. Can't read, can't math, can't do anything. But they graduated. No Child Left Behind. Hey, look at that. And then you combine it with this crap where they're talking or teaching about things that don't matter at all. They aren't going to help. We're going to have a generation of kids that know way too much more about how many identities there are, genders there are, and all this stuff, but still can't figure out fucking 2 + 2. But like, oh, it equals 5 now. Shut the hell up. It's ridiculous. China, come invade us. It's over. This is done. It's a clown show. Yeah. What else is there to say? I mean, I know you guys don't like when I rant about these subjects because it can be polarizing. I'm just like, look, man, I have no problem you being trans. If you want to be trans, be trans. But why are you having sexualized conversations with kids? It would look weird if I did it, right? So why does it not look weird when they do it? Come on, man. Anyway, with that said, you take it easy and have a good one.